Hello, everyone. This is Hollywood Junket. My name is Craig Reese, and we have the great pleasure of being joined by Anna Grace from this season's The Voice. Welcome, Anna.
Hey guys, what's up?
Thank you so much for joining us. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good today. My knockout aired last night, super exciting. So it was really cool to see it all come together. And yeah,
How did it feel being like the last performance before the four-way knockout? Did you know you were going to be like the last one?
no, I didn't know, and like my performance was leaked, so I already knew what I sounded like as far as singing, but just the whole package of like the interviews and all of that stuff, I had no idea. And the performance was a really special one for me. So it was cool to see how they put it all together and just to see everyone else just kill it because last night's episode was crazy good.
Yeah.
And it was super exciting for me to watch it. So,
Well, I mean, if anyone's watching this interview, I don't think it's a spoiler, but you were saved by Blake. So now you're on Team Blake now. So congratulations on that. You're going to the lives, and it's so cool. So both your performance last night and your blinds, both were kind of like very personal and emotional songs. What is challenging about choosing those kind of songs and performing them?
I think more so for my knockout than my blind, it was really, really hard just to not like completely fall apart on stage while I was singing it, just because in my blind, I definitely just like blacked out. Like I don't even really remember singing. So I think that was like not as hard for me emotionally than the knockout because I was very present and I was very aware of what was going on and could actually think when I was singing. So it was really hard. And, you know, singing songs like that you have a personal connection to is always just, it's a risk, but it's also has a very high benefit as well because people, for me, music is um, what helps me through things because it makes me feel a certain type of way. And so to be able to have other people see that and to feel what I was singing is just very rewarding. And I'm glad that I could get that across and that I am able to share my story on such a huge platform. So I'm just really grateful that I was able to sing that song and that Blake stole me.
Yeah.
Um, so yes, it's been crazy.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
You.
What what was going through your mind when Snoop Dogg said he was fighting back tears?
That was really crazy. You know, just seeing him like get emotional and like right after I was done singing for the first time, he literally was just like speechless and didn't have anything to say. And I was like, wow, like I didn't know I could affect someone in that way, let alone like Snoop Dogg, who's always like super like fun and like, that kind of person to see them like get impacted by my voice in the song was just really cool and kind of gave me like a little boost of like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is the
Yes.
song. I'm glad I picked this song. Um, and just hearing what Kelly had to say and it was a really crazy experience. He was so fun to just be around and get all of his feedback. It was just amazing.
Oh, what a fun ride. So jealous. Oh my goodness. So far you've sang Billie Eilish, Amy Winehouse, and the band Perry. Are there other artists or just maybe even just genres that you would like to still do for the lives continuing through the show?
Yeah, I actually want to be a Christian artist. So
Oh,
I would
awesome.
love to sing like some Lauren Daigle. She's like
Yeah.
my all-time favorite. One of my biggest inspirations. So like Lauren Daigle or there's so many great, great Christian songs that I could sing on the show. So I'm hoping I will get to. And
Mhm.
just so I can show everyone like that's who I want to be as an artist and that's who I am. That's where I came from. That's what got me here. So that is super important to me. And I hope I get the chance to do that. So that's another side that I definitely want to show on the show.
I love that. Man, I still listen to Amy Grant's first album like all of the
She's so
time.
good. She's
So
so
good. And I now thinking I've never seen one of her songs performed on the show before, so I bet it's probably not allowed, or maybe I don't know. Maybe no one's ever thought about it, but
I don't know. Yeah, she's amazing.
so good, so good. At one point, Kelly has called you genreless, and do you understand? Like, do you agree with that? And do you think it's an advantage on this show?
I actually do agree with her when she says that because
Mhm.
I've always said like the genre does not matter to me. Like
Yeah.
if it's a song that I connect to and the lyrics mean something to me, I don't care if it's country, if it's pop, if it's rock, if it's Christian, like whatever it is. If I can connect to it in some way, that's
Mhm.
what's most important for me. And so I think it is really cool because I do love all kinds of music. There's not, I mean, I have my ones that I listen to on a regular basis, but there's like, I don't know. I just love music in general. So genres don't matter too much to me. And I think it is really cool to show like a bunch of different sides on a show like this.
Absolutely.
Just because people see like, oh, she's not just like a one trick pony, like she can do other things. And, depending on what genre I am singing, my voice molds to that a little bit and it changes like depending on what song I'm singing. So I think that's cool. And I really like
Yes.
to sing different things and yeah.
I love that answer. I think you're 100% correct. So yes. How are you preparing for the lives?
Yeah, so this week is starting to get really busy. We start working with our coach and going into rehearsals and just practicing the heck out of our song. It's going to be super cool. I'm really excited for you guys to hear what I have. And I just I still like am mind blown that I'm even in live shows. So
Yeah, yeah.
I've like watched the show for so many years and I've just always been like, oh my gosh, I want to be on the show so bad and like just never did it. And I would literally sit in my bed and be like, oh my gosh, what would I sing if I was in the live shows? Like, how would it, like, I did that. And then, like, I'm here now and it's just, like, still so surreal and it doesn't even feel like my life. So I'm just so excited to, like, get to sing on the stage again and to get to perform for the coaches again. And, for America to see, like, the improvement that I have made because it's been a crazy journey and it's been a long journey. And from, like, when my blind was taped to now, it's just the growth that I've had vocally and, like, as a person is huge, and I'm glad that people get to see that. So
Yeah. Oh, that's so great. So have you gotten to work with Blake yet?
I saw him on Zoom today.
Okay.
So sang my song for him for the first time. It was really cool. Getting to work with one coach on the show is amazing, but to get to work with two is just like so crazy.
Yeah.
So
Always said, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've
no,
always
you're
said
good.
I think I would want, I mean, it sucks to not win or whatever, get that scare of going
Yeah.
home, but then get saved. But I would be the one that would want to work with like so many coaches. But go ahead, go ahead. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
No, yeah, you're good. It's just like even one of my friends today was like, isn't it crazy you literally get to work with Kelly Clarkson and Blake Shelton? And I was like, yeah, it's really cool. And Blake is so chill and he's so sweet and he wants the best for you. And, he was just like, a lot of people are happy with me today after I stole you last night. Like, I think it's where I'm meant to be. And as much as I miss Kelly, because I love her to death, she's helped me so much and helped me grow. And now I get to move on and work with Blake, and he can show me things that Kelly might not be able to show me. So
Yes.
it's just a really eye-opening experience, and I'm happy to be on Team Blake. So
Yeah, I think that's so cool. I think you're the only female on Team Blake. Is that correct? Yeah.
So Emma is, but she's in the four-way knockout. So out of the four that are like in the top 17, I'm the only girl.
Yeah.
So there's like Cam, Pete, and Jordan are on
Yeah.
team, and then me.
Do you see that as an advantage? Or are you going to try to use that? I'm trying to think like, is there really a way? But what do you think?
I feel like it's hard because I don't think necessarily it's an advantage, but
Hmm.
also what Blake said last night, which obviously I didn't hear him say in the moment, was that like, he thought I had a clear lane on his team, and that he's really excited to work with me, and I just like that made me feel good because of course like it would be great to get to top 9 and to be able to sing again and all of those things. But even just being able to sing one more time on the stage, like singing live is a big deal. And
Yeah.
I just am, I don't even know. I have like no words, but
Right.
as far as the female thing, I don't really know if it's an advantage. Maybe it will be. I have no idea. I can't even
Yeah.
like try to predict what's gonna happen in the live shows because it never is like for sure. So
Right. If it is, great. If not, it doesn't matter, you know? So it's like, yeah, yeah,
just gotta sing my best, and then hopefully America will like me.
absolutely. Final question, might be a little long and I apologize for that, but it's my last question, I promise. But I know you've just gotten to work with Blake today, but what's your biggest takeaway from your time with Blake and also your time with Kelly?
Yeah, I think my biggest takeaway, I'll start with Kelly. My biggest takeaway from working with her is like in the battles. I mean, they showed this a little bit, but just she was telling me to really like, I need to come out of my shell and like, no matter what emotion the song is, if it's sad, if it's happy, if it's mad, like to connect with that specific emotion depending on what song you're singing, because you can do all the runs in the world and you can do all the vocal acrobatics that you want, but a lot of people connect more with the emotion that you show when you're singing, not how great your voice is. And that, I mean, that is important, obviously, but if you have the emotion behind it and also a great voice, that's even better than just having a great voice and doing all these runs, because a lot of times people who don't sing, they just get lost in that and they're like, whoa, what is she doing? You know, that kind of thing. So Kelly kind of taught me like, you know, take it back and just focus on the emotion of it. And once you find the emotion of it, then you can add back in whatever you think, you know, enhances the performance, not necessarily like what you can do, because there's a lot of things that I can do that I don't do on the show just because it'll take away from like what is meant to be.
Mhm.
So I think that's probably the biggest thing I learned from Kelly. I mean, she was just amazing. I loved working with her.
Yeah. Oh,
And then I'd say from Blake, I mean, it's hard because like you said, I only worked with him today, but
right, yeah. And if you don't have an answer, it's okay too. Like, yeah,
I
but
think it's just cool because him and Kelly are so different as coaches. Like Kelly is much more, has all these ideas for the song specifically, and Blake is more like, what can we do to make you sound your best? And that is not necessarily, let's change the arrangement and let's do this. He's more like a listening ear to tell you, okay, this is what doesn't sound good, and let's use your ideas to change it. And so I think that's a really cool approach to it. And
yeah, yeah.
he's just
That's
really
really cool,
funny.
actually. I love that. That's awesome. Thank you for that answer. That's cool.
Yeah, he's really funny. He's really cool to be around. He makes you feel comfortable, which is,
Mhm.
you know, always good when you're nervous and all the things. So, yeah, I'd say so far that's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
so far, so far.
so far. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, Anna, thank you so much. I will let you go, but this was a really great interview and I'm so happy for you. It was so exciting last night to see it. And yeah, now you're onto the lives.
On
So
to the lives. Yay,
guys,
thank
if you're
you.
watching this, like I just said, she is in the lives and that means it's time to vote. So make sure you follow Anna on Instagram. Make sure you're voting for her next week and let's keep her in the show. And again, Anna, thank you so much and congratulations. You've been so great this whole season. I cannot wait to see what's next.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome anytime.
Thank
And
you.
yep, my name's Craig Reese. This is Hollywood Junket, and that'll wrap it up for us. Check out all our videos here on YouTube at our channel, and we'll see you next time.